We are providing only 20% video as a part of promotion. For remaining 80%, that is 6 to 8 articles, current affairs video and general studies complete videos, please subscribe to our complete package. 2. ISRO conceives 2 space parks. GS Paper 3, Space Industry, Indigenization of Technology. Why recently in news? 2 space industry enclaves or parks have been conceived signal for increased privatization of the nation's space program over the next 5 years. Out of 2 space parks, one for launches at Sriharikota and a smaller one at an existing Bengaluru spacecraft campus. Through this, ISRO wants to groom and engage domestic industry in the launch vehicles area, from integrating subsystems up to assembling, and even launching the PSLV. What for space parks been setting up? As part of Make in India initiative, Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, has decided to open a space parks, where private industries would be allowed to take up manufacturing of space system-related components. It is expected to cater to increasing demand for components and other parts for satellites as India aims to launch more satellites for various observational services in future. The space industry has to invest and build modular capacity to enable the country to launch as many satellites to meet the growing demand of the user industry, including the government, private organizations and overseas users. To boost Make in India in space industry. Space Park will also contribute to the government's Make in India initiative, as the private industry and HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, have been helping us in making rockets and satellites over the years. Currently, industries such as Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Godrej and Boyce, Larsen, and Tubro, MTAR and Valchandnagar Industries produce 80% of the launch vehicle parts and subunits. The launch industry initiative currently scattered must be brought close to ISRO's launch complex, the Satish Dhawan Space Center, at the 145 square kilometers Sriharikota range. ISRO plans to increasingly support small and mid-sized industries. 3. Niti Aayog plans model lease law. GS Paper 2. Government policies and interventions for development in various sectors. Why recently in news? After several state governments resisted the union government's ordinance and bill proposing amendments to the Land Acquisition Act, 2013, Niti Aayog has taken up with the states a proposal for unlocking the value of farmland through leasing. Niti Aayog will prepare model land leasing law for the states to use for reforming land lease provisions. This law will help the tenant and protect the landowner's right. The majority opinion was that the law should be restricted to agriculture and should not encourage corporate farming. How does the land bank works? A land bank held by a public agency, where interested landowners could deposit their land parcels for cultivators to lease land. Under this system, the public agency acts as an intermediary and transfers rent from the actual cultivator to owner while charging a small fee to cover its costs. This is expected to permit the consolidation of operational land holdings, given the steadily declining size of and fragmentation of farmland holdings in the country. This will economically strengthen those farmers who want to stay in the farming and raise the scale of operational holdings. This will also ensure easy exit of those farmers who find farming unattractive or non-viable. What are the advantages of liberalized land policy? Consolidation of operational holdings and fallow lands. Access to institutional credits. Productive use of land belonging to farmers unwilling to engage in farming. Deposition of land holdings by landowners for lease will permit the consolidations of operational land holdings. Farmers will get relief from state government in case of natural calamities. Model Act should also explicitly provide provision for a dispute redress mechanism.